Warning: the following program contains vivid descriptions of extreme violence, frequent strong language, sexual references, and period-typical racism and misogyny. Viewer discretion advised. What you are about to hear is an account of one of the most bizarre crimes in the annals of American history. The night Paul Aaron ate a piece of his own thigh, the act was comparable to that of a junkie getting an unexpected taste, a second-hand high, bound to lead to a full-blown relapse. Paul's brilliant mind worked on how to do it long before he actually made the decision. In fact, it would be inaccurate to say a decision was made at all. It was a recognition, a realization, an inevitability. He sensed in his gut, for many reasons the organ he understood and trusted most, that he would murder someone on the very day of the initial Quattro Taco slaying. There was no moral debate, no angel on one shoulder and devil on another. He simply understood. Today I will kill someone so I can eat them. The perfect victim presented himself that day. A businessman just passing through, needed a bathroom break and a meal on his way from El Paso to Santa Fe. No one in town knew him. The nameless town was so thinly populated that hardly a soul would even know he had come through at all. The barren wasteland engulfing the little place for miles in every direction offered the perfect disguise for an automobile. Park it under a ridge, strip it of its identification, and let the sand and wind handle the rest. The murder itself took place right inside the cantina. It was about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. The lunch crowd was long gone. Carter and Donnie were out shooting. Luca and Wong were out back taking a smoke break. The old man who always sat in the corner was in the restroom, ailed by his weak digestive system. Just Paul, a customer, and a butcher knife. The victim sat at the bar, facing into the kitchen. Paul moved behind him under the guise of wiping down tables. He split the man's skull with one expert strike, so smooth that hardly a drop of blood stained the floor. The giant heaved the grown man from his bar stool like a bag of firewood, dragged him all the way to the meat freezer, slammed the door, and went to work. Luca and Wong returned from their smoke break none the wiser. Wong set about preparing for the evening dinner rush. Luca searched for Paul, checking the meat freezer last. He found his friend bent over a corpse, apron soaked with blood, a disembodied limb in hand. The sous chef had only this to say: "Not again." Paul explained things to Luca inside the meat freezer, standing in front of the square glass window so no one passing by would see anything inside, save for the giant's hairy, freckled neck and back. "What if someone in town knows him?" Luca asked. "No one does." "Humor me. What if?" Paul considered. "What if, hypothetically, he went on a trip?" "A trip?" "Somewhere far away, but not too far. Say, Belize." In this case, of course, Belize being code for our meat freezer. No, the meat freezer's the meat freezer, which part of him did go there, but the rest of him went to Belize. Same place the other guy went. I remember the spot exactly. "I'm not sure it's working." "I remember the spot exactly." "No, I mean the code. It doesn't make sense." "Just go with it. It's in case the other guys ever overhear us talking about it." "And we're going to be talking about it more in the future?" Paul leaned forward. "Yes. Luca, I haven't felt this alive since the war. Will you help me?" "I owe you my life, Paulie. Of course I'll help you." Luca looked around the messy meat freezer. "We're going to need to come up with a cleanlier way to go about it, though." "I'll need plastic. Lots of plastic." "I'll see what I can do." Luca rubbed his brow. Always knew your hunger was going to come back. Honestly, I was hoping I'd be dead by the time it did. But it is what it is.